VP Racing is all about performance fuels, including SEF small engine fuel. It contains no ethanol, ensuring easier starts, worry-free long-term storage, and fewer repairs. Check out SEF, the perfect fuels for gas-powered tools.
Hey there, we're at day 2 of the Olympus Rally. My name's Matthew Johnson, and we're here to give you a lot of action from one 20-mile stage today. That's all that remains of the Olympus Rally, and it's all that remains of the 2012 National Rally Championship. We're going to grab a few people and hear some just lurid stories about the dust last night. I know the dust was in everyone's face. I heard from David Higgins this morning. He said he went off the stage at 6 miles an hour last night. If that's not telling you how hard it was to see through the dust, then I don't know what does. We're here close to Natalie and Antoine. We'll see if we can get a quick word with them and maybe a couple others. Specifically, actually, Crazy Leo, whose car was off last night. I'm not sure what he can share with us about that. Leo, can we grab you for a sec? Yeah. So hanging out here, Crazy Leo, what happened last night? You sent me, or actually you didn't send me a photo, you sent it to Twitter and I saw it. That looked like it was far off the road.
Yeah, what happened was we knew at the start of the stage that there's a car off marked by triangle. So I see it and I knew it's well off the road, so I backed off a bit, but I didn't brake hard. And then I see a second triangle and I'm like, it doesn't mean another car? And as soon as I thought that, there was that square left coming up and bang! I mean, it was kind of, felt really bad to go off because just like complete loss of concentration, and I went off the throttle, but I just coasted and that speed was way too fast for the square. So I tried to cut in early to see if there's some rocks will like slow you down, kind of like rotate you.
In the car or something.
Yeah, but it didn't, and I already watched the onboard goes and then just slides wide, and the only thing stopped us rolling is a pillar got wedged into a little tree.
Yeah, it looked like there was a small tree and a lot of greenery and such down there. So did it damage the car much? You look dressed and ready to compete today.
Yeah, the car has a bit cosmetic damage, which is lucky again. Thank you, good.
Yeah.
Awesome. And 20-mile stage today, Rally America has amazing rules which enable you to continue, if not for points, but for fun, which is all we need. Yeah. So we're ready, and it's so awesome. I mean, it's great. It's like a computer game. Okay, make a mistake, restart button, there you go. So it's brilliant.
It's nice when it's that lucky and that easy to get out of it. David told us last night he drove off the road at 6 miles an hour. Did you see dust that bad as well?
Well, that previous loop of the stages, that was really bad, but I mean, it was really bad, but that wasn't the stage. The dust wasn't the problem on that corner. There was no dust. As I said, it's just very unfortunate. I guess maybe it's lack of experience. I'm, jokes aside, not happy about myself because I did just completely lose concentration, because like, as I said, one triangle, a second, does it mean somebody else's, do I brake? And it takes no time for 50 meters to go by.
Yeah, you know there's 3 triangles in the car, right?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they're going to put all of them out.
You're supposed to put them all out.
Yeah.
You should assume people follow the rules to start with.
If only I knew the rules.
It's important there. All right, cool. Good to talk to you. We'll see you afterwards and check in with you, see how the 20-miler went for you. All right, Leo. He's pointing this way. Natalie?
Yeah. Antoine's busy.
Hang on, I need to strangle these guys.
She's Natalie Richard. Quick picture opportunity there.
You too. Oh, jeez.
Why are they getting strangled?
Because.
Here, tell us the story. Why Natalie's strangling people, but she's got a smile on her face, so I'm not sure really what's up.
Well, I'm smiling because these guys are alive. That's why I'm happy that they're okay, because we got to the end of stage 8 last night and the control worker says, have you seen car 111? We can't find car 111. Naturally, you know, like they should have been there 4 minutes before, so in our head we start thinking, oh crap, they had 4 minutes to let us know that they're okay, and we didn't see a thing. And then at the next stage we see Lachlan. He said, did you see Leo? And we're like, no, Lachlan, that's 8 minutes. So the two of us are thinking, oh my God, where are they? I'm getting goosebumps just telling you about it. We're thinking that something really bad happened because we couldn't find them. And even at the start of stage 8, they told Lachlan to look for these guys. And he was looking for tracks, couldn't see anything, so we start thinking the worst.
Oh man.
Anyway, so I'm strangling them because I'm happy they're alive.
I got it. And Leo, what is your excuse for not getting your ass back up on the stage?
I think it's on the shirt, actually. Hang on. Let's just do this one.
All right.
There we go.
Here.
That's better.
This sums up Leo's experience last night on stage 8. Stage 8, right?
Yeah.
All right, good.
So, yeah.
All right, so is that enough of a penalty for Leo? We've made him look like an ass in front of the whole audience now. All right. well told, Natalie. Are you pointing this way? Okay. So we're going to go check in with the event leader, Ken Block. He's here in his HF Ford Fiesta, really showing us what some fast stage times look like. But he's also been able to benefit from a lack of dust at the front. Do you believe you saw Ken ready? Or we're just coming?
5 minutes.
Okay. Maybe we'll check in with Alex really quick, see what he can share with us. Alex Gelsomino, for anybody that's new to rally and hasn't been around for at least a few years, Alex has, I guess you started rallying in Italy, right? How old were you when you started rallying in Italy?
I was 18 years old. It was actually, I applied for my racing rally license the same day I obtained my driving permit. So that was all I had in my mind. And yes, I was born and raised in a country that has a big rally tradition. So I followed up as a kid and then started co-driving as soon as I was the right age.
And when did you move to the U.S. and who did you first sit with in the U.S.?
I moved to the US when I was 21. It was mid-90s, and moved to California because I knew that there was a healthy championship there, and I wanted to go back into rallying. So after a couple of years living here, I started rallying again with a local driver from Arizona, a good friend of mine. His name is Steve Westwood, and like everybody, it was a small Volkswagen GTI. So that's where you start with usually. Like you did, man.
Yeah, like me too. And then eventually you were sitting with George Plasek for a while as well, right?
Correct, yeah. I cut my teeth in the American Championship with George Plasek for many years in his Audi. And then in 2004 I turned professional and started sitting with rally legend Tim O'Neill, which is also part of the big Ford umbrella here.
And that was a Ford, yeah, that was a Ford as well, yeah.
Yes, and then moved on and finally met Ken in 2005 when they told me he was looking for a long-term co-driver for his rally plans.
Now, a lot of people watch Ken's driving and they think that's fun to watch, but I'm not sure I'd like to be in that car. You're looking at the guy with bigger balls than Ken because he's the one with no access to a steering wheel riding in the car with him. Tell us, is it as crazy as everybody thinks? Like, really, what's Ken like as a driver in the car when he's focusing and trying to, perform like he is here this weekend?
Well, obviously, I started sitting with him when he was at the beginning of his career, and when you are a brand new rally driver and you show some speed, you're prone to do errors, and there were errors in our early years. But I gotta say, in the past couple of years, also thanks to this amazing car that we drive, the Ford Fiesta, and the experience we got in the World Championship, Ken has been really matured into a world-class driver. So I really enjoy sitting with him, but those cars nowadays are so fast, you don't really get to watch out much. Just call the notes as fast as possible. Really enjoy it.
Speaking about those early days, prone to do some errors, I believe I helped break one of your toe straps trying to pull you out of one ditch and pulled you off a bank at Snowdrift as well. And 06 through 08, I think I helped you guys out a few different times when I wasn't having a particularly good event. I'm like, oh, I'll stop and pull people out of the ditch, no problem. Anyway, well, we hope to see you guys stay on the road today, have a fun 20 miles, and hopefully we'll grab Ken for a minute whenever he's seat dressed. And
We'll be leaving soon, so.
Okay, all right.
Thanks,
We'll see Ken when we get a chance. Thanks, Alex. All right, so see who else we can grab here. Yeah, we'll grab David really quick, see what his plan of attack is. David, can we grab you a sec? So here with David Higgins. David told me a story this morning about going off the road last night when you were really pushing hard at 6 miles an hour. So are you anticipating the dust is going to be better today?
I hope so. Obviously, the night is always the worst, but it's a lot drier this morning than it's been yesterday. So I still think there'll be some dust, but obviously it's not going to be as bad as when you're in the dark. You spend that time trying to turn the lights off and back on again and everything. And there was another junction last night where we were going doing a hairpin around a triangle, and you noticed 250 turn hairpin left, and I was creeping down the straight trying to see for it, and then the first time I knew to turn was actually when there were two marshals in front of us down the escape road, so we'd actually gone down, so you literally couldn't see it. So it takes the fun out of it a little bit, unfortunately, but it's one of those things where it's easy to say, oh yeah, it's safe for everybody, but the reality is it's not. Like, the cars in front get a clean run, they kick up more dust because they're going harder, we're going slower, you're not kicking up as much, so it's a big variable. So when you're trying to race these cars and drive them on the limit, they don't react and they don't work very well. So when you then suddenly get some visibility and then you suddenly have to try and pick up your pace again, it just, everything feels very strange and you get out of bad rhythm. So hopefully today will be a bit better. And you know, it was quite embarrassing going off the road at 6 miles an hour. The only thing I've done worse now is I've actually rolled a car going backwards once on a recce on a rally, so that's pretty right up there with that one, to be honest.
Nice. So you've got 20 miles. I imagine you're just in fun optimization mode right now. You want to go out and charge hard and just have a blast for 20 miles, right?
Yeah, to be honest, it's really good. Like, we were so looking forward to this rally for so long with Ken here, no championship to worry about and everything else, and it just hasn't turned out to be the rally we wanted. So, you know, it'd be horrible to leave the championship this year with our thoughts of like what last night was like. So we just want to hope to have a good clean run this morning, and you know, really enjoy driving the car hard and have that as our last memory of this year's championship, because it's been a difficult year really. Although we've won the championship, it's been fantastic. 3 of our rallies have been dictated by dust, so we've lost a chance to actually go out there and fight for victories because you can't see. So yeah, that's a shame, but obviously it's something we'll try and make. It's no good just complaining about, oh, the dust is bad. We need to try and think of a way how we can make it better, maybe think differently how they maybe do the reseed, how they seed it, or what we do with that, because just a random draw from a hat is not really the best way to decide a result of a whole event. So, there's some things we need to look at with that, but obviously we want to just finish with a good blast now and have some fun.
Cool. Good for you, David. I wish you the best. Have fun. Looks like we got a driver's meeting going on. Do you want to get some of the driver's meeting?
4 minutes for the front, 3 minutes for everybody else. Any questions? Have fun.
Here's what your driver's meeting covered. 4 minutes for the front cars, 3 minutes for the rest. You think that's enough of a gap?
Yeah, I think it'd be just fine.
Cool, I don't know where my camera guy is. Oh, here he is. All right, so that was the driver's meeting, short and sweet. Hey, Worm. Worm gave me the poo-poo face.
I'll talk to you.
Okay, here's Will. Hey, Will, what's happening? What's going on?
Heaps.
Heaps is going on. So there's a bit of some moving things around in the order, Mr. Orders.
Yeah.
Yesterday
We're
with
trying to make one more move.
Okay, there's some. So there are rules that happen in between the stages where you've got to follow speed limits and such. It sounds like there was a dispute between you and some organizers about what speed you were going on a transit yesterday. Do you want to sum that up for us?
Yeah, look, we thought the speed zone was 35, but in fact they think it was 25. We were doing 37, so you know, such is life. But you know, we went out there and just head down, bum up, and you know, we took nearly 2 minutes off everyone last night in 2 stages. So we've got 52 seconds to make up in 32 kilometres. So we'll give a big push this morning and see if we can't do it.
So if you make up 52 seconds, you'll get ahead of Chris. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, where does ACP sit right now?
5.7 seconds behind us.
Oh, so it's still a race.
Yep.
I mean, you guys are in a good race today.
Yep, 100%. We made up 2 minutes and 47 seconds on ACP in 2 stages last night.
Wow.
So we're gonna keep that pace up and see how we go.
Okay, cool. It's gonna be exciting. We'll be out on the stage to check it out.
Cool.
All right, excellent. So the 2-wheel drive battle still really active. Still hot times here. Check this wheel out.
That is the coolest,
can we look at it really quick?
Kind of swag.
Can you sign it?
Yeah, check that
Inside?
wheel out. That's what happens
Show us
when.
that wheel.
Yeah. What happened to this wheel, Clint?
This happened on the Wattsall yesterday.
And it started with a flat tire, or it started with a hit with a rock?
I think the rock probably hit somewhere right in here.
And then David proceeded to just force it to come all the way back here. Actually, we can tell you more about it. He told us about that last night a bit. The wheel stopped rolling, wedged itself, and then he had to get it rolling again. So he was trying to, or actually he had to get the car to keep moving. He was trying to dump the clutch and get the axle to brake so that the wheel could just drag there and he could make it back to service. And I think that's what he did get to happen. So we're going to cruise around and see if we can get a word with a couple other folks. Actually, is it time for us to go?
Pretty much.
Okay. Maybe we'll get Ken at the end of the event. We did have a nice chat with Alex Gelsomino there. We're going to get ourselves out to the last stage of the 2012 championship. Here's the final stage of the Olympus Rally, and we'll check in with you at the awards and the champagne spray here in a little while. Thanks for joining us.